Please excuse me while I'm like completely out of breath on this treadmill. And this will be for Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then Thursday. Here is my simple teacher outfit for today. Let me see it on your whiteboard. Show me those two ways. Put up, let me see. Nice. The buddies were seriously like the highlight of my life and the highlight of their life. It was the cutest thing. Hey there friends, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel, Golden State Educate. So it's actually Thursday right now, and I was editing this video last night and I realized I hadn't like started this vlog. So I'm going to start it right now and then rewind you back to the beginning of the week. So if you're new here, hi, my name is Kate and I'm a first year kindergarten teacher here in Northern California. I've been documenting my whole first year of teaching and I have been absolutely loving it. We've been distance learning for pretty much the whole year, but we finally started hybrid about a month ago. So it's just been a really nice change of pace for me and my kiddos, and I'm super happy that I finally got to see my first class. So we are moving and grooving this week. It is Thursday right now. I am super excited. We've had a pretty good week and our week is almost done. So with that being said, if you aren't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. Like this video if you liked it, and leave a comment down below how many more days or how many more weeks you have until summer, because summer is on the brain. We have 26 days left of school and I am so excited. So let's roll it back to Monday. Good morning friends, happy Monday. So it is another week. I just got to school. It's about 7:15 right now. I could have gotten here a little bit earlier today. I kind of should have gotten here a little bit earlier today, but that's okay. I didn't do anything for school. Literally the second I left on Friday, I closed my computer and I didn't look at it again until right now, which is great because I needed it, but it's also maybe I could have looked at it a little bit, you know. I'm super excited for this weekly vlog. I think it's gonna be a good one. Last week was Earth Week, so I'll show you like kind of what we were doing last week, get you guys caught up. And then I have a few things that we are going to be trying out this week. I also have a few things that we have been trying out the last couple of weeks and we love, so I wanna show that to you. So I hope you enjoy. If you aren't already, please make sure to hit the red button down below and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you liked it and leave a comment down below so I can interact with you all there. And let's get this week started. Recently in the morning we have been listening to this Calm Kids playlist and it is so nice. We had just been listening to kind of like piano music for the last few weeks, but this is a super fun playlist. It has some kind of like indie alternative songs that adults like, so my kids have really been liking this as well. Wanted to show you guys my outfit of the day. Super simple outfit, but one of my all-time favorites. I loved wearing this during student teaching, and it's actually like 59, 60 degrees today, so got a good excuse to wear like another cold weather outfit while spring is still not super hot just yet. So I have this like button-up cute camo like shirt from Express, just a white tank top underneath it. My jeans are just black Levi's, and then these like mushroomy taupe color boots are from DSW. I get a lot of questions about my lanyard. It's from Modern Maid Company. I'll have it linked down below. I got it on Etsy. And then my earrings are from Francesca's. Francesca's is pretty much my favorite place to buy accessories, but of course I also go to Target and Amazon. But yeah, here is my simple teacher outfit for today. I also posted a video last week of some of my favorite teacher outfits, kind of like a teacher outfits of the week try on styling video, and that was actually in partnership with Poshmark, which is one of my favorite apps to buy and sell clothing. So if you're looking for other teacher outfit inspiration, make sure to check out that video if you haven't already. See the blue, me and you, and I think to myself, friends, so I'm filming at a different angle today. I feel like you always see what's behind me, but I thought this would be a little bit better for you just to get like a better view of our classroom, and the lighting is a lot better over here. Please ignore this whole wall. It was supposed to be our affirmation wall, and then it just kept getting ripped off of the wall. The whole mirror just kept getting ripped off the wall. And then I had a friend who is a little angry sometimes and a little bit destructive, so we're working on that, but he ended up ripping like the rest of the paper off the wall, and I just you know, haven't cared enough to fix that. So real life, real end of the year kind of stuff, like I'm not fixing it. We had a all right day. Our morning was really, really difficult and our afternoon was really interesting. So I'm just gonna chalk it up to it being Monday and us getting back into the routine, and hopefully tomorrow is a little bit better. But I wanted to show you some things that were working for us today and some things that I am super excited to keep on going throughout this week and then throughout the next few weeks before we hit summer. So we started off our morning like we always do. We have our book for this week, which is Norman the Slug with the Silly Shell. This book is so cute. I love Primary Scouts book bundles. I've talked about it 10 million times. I will continue to talk about it until the cows come home because they're so good. And I saw that she had this book and I had never heard of it before. And I actually scored it for $2 on Thrift Books. So if you're looking for books at a discounted price and you have like a couple weeks before you want to read them, I would highly recommend checking out Thrift Books. I love them. I have a few hauls on my channel from Thrift Books, so if you're interested in checking those out, I'll have them linked down below. So today we focused on predictions and then using context clues from the pictures to figure out what we think is going to happen. And then it's really nice too, because the bundle comes with like a comprehension tool questioning card. So I love things like this, especially as a new teacher. Sometimes it's nice to just have moments like sticky notes throughout the books where I can pause and then do different kind of commentary or ask different kind of partner share questions. So I always like to look through the book before, add little sticky notes on each of the pages, and then I can just look over at my little sheet for all of the turn and talk opportunities. So that was awesome. And then we did our own little design a shell. So we got to draw Norman. This one's mine. And then it says my shell is a strawberry. So I did a strawberry for mine and the kids loved it. I've been trying to model drawing my pictures and adding a lot of detail in hopes that my kiddos will also do the same thing. And I feel like it worked out today. They did a really good job. I had one friend do a rainbow, so she did her little Norman and then her shell was a rainbow, which I thought was really cute and really creative. We had another friend who did a pair of scissors. I'm realizing that his Z's are backwards, so we're gonna have to work on those, but he did such a cute job, really original. I loved that. So all of those turned out really well. They loved this book. I feel like this and The Interrupting Caterpillar are the two like hit books that we've read recently, so definitely recommend checking out both of these. So I wanted to try out something different for one of my reading groups. My grapes are my highest group and they can definitely write several sentences. We took out our whole group writing time when we went to hybrid learning just because it wasn't really working with the time frame that we had. So instead of doing whole class writing, I've just been implementing writing in different parts of our reading group time. So I was really excited about this activity. I purchased this resource from TPT and it is by My Teaching Pal and it's super, super nice. So it's just all of these different would you rather cards. This one is, would you rather be the funniest person or the smartest person? Would you rather live in the sky or live under the sea? Would you rather have a pet cat or a pet dog? Would you rather be turned into a frog or turned it into a bird? So there's lots of them, and then I printed them out and laminated them. And then the one that I chose to do for like our introductory lesson this week was, would you rather have a pet unicorn or a pet dinosaur? So I loved this. And then we just had like a little guided writing time with that group. So we chose, we just kind of did our own pictures at the top and then we worked through it. So my example is I would rather have a pet dinosaur because it can protect me. That was my first reason. And then my second reason was I could ride it. So that seemed pretty fun. And my kids seriously took it and ran with it. They did so good. And it was so much fun for them. I feel like this is the most engaged they've been with a writing activity during our reading group time. So this turned out really well. Here are a couple of different examples. This one is, I would rather have a pet unicorn because it's pretty and I love them. Also, they can make wishes come true. Yes, girl, love it. And then this one is also a pet unicorn. I would rather have a pet unicorn because it can do magic for me and I can fly with it and it's beautiful. So I love that. 3 reasons. I told them to do 1 or 2 and several of them did 3 reasons for either the unicorn or the dinosaur. So I would highly, highly recommend checking out this resource. I think it was like $3 and it's so great. If I ever move up to another grade, I will definitely still be using it because I think it's super applicable not only for kindergarten, but for other grades as well. Hey there friends. So this is kind of random, but I decided to bring you to my apartment gym with me. I was just thinking about like all the vloggers that I watch and why I really like them. And then I was thinking like half the reason that I enjoy watching them is because they show me like their life outside of teaching, and I really enjoy watching that. So maybe you guys will like watching that too. Please excuse me while I'm like completely out of breath on this treadmill. They finally reopened our apartment gym. But yeah, I've been coming to the gym for the last 2 weeks since they just reopened it, and it is so lovely. I'm doing a 12-3-30, so if you don't know what that is, it's basically you walk at an incline of 12 for a speed of 3 for 30 minutes. I saw it on TikTok, and the first time I did it, I seriously was like, oh, that can't be that bad. Ooh, girl, or boy, whoever's watching this, if you want to work out, like, that's the way to do it, because I will seriously, it's only been 5 minutes, but in about 5 more minutes, I'm going to be sweating my booty off. It is super great, especially only for 30 minutes. If you need some Fitspo, or if you need some regular workout inspiration, this is it. We can do the 12-3-30 together. If you do it, comment down below and let me know what you think about it, because it is kicking my butt, seriously. So I have you in my spice rack right now, or my spice cabinet. I sometimes post videos or like post my lunch like on Instagram, or sometimes I'll include my lunches on my YouTube videos. And I always get comments about like how I prep or how I meal plan. And I always try to film like a cook with me video, but I just feel like I have this like railroad kind of kitchen, and every time I try to film, even if when I use my tripod, it's like I just can't kind of figure out where to put you guys, like the best angles, because my kitchen is just like a straight line, and it's not very deep. Like this is really all the space that I have right here. So this is just gonna be like super impromptu, but it's still Monday, and I wanted to show you how I'm like prepping my lunches for the rest of the week. Last week when I was at Trader Joe's, I got a couple of their kale Caesar salads, and it was so good, and I'm like just super obsessed with it. So I thought it would be super easy to just make my own kale Caesar salads. And our lunch is at like 11:30, from 11:30 to 12:10, which is like a really early time for me. So I'm not usually super hungry at lunch, so I don't need like a really filling lunch. I have a pretty filling breakfast and then a really filling dinner, and then always snacks after school. So having like a light lunch is usually works for me, because kindergarten is done at 1:45. So I have my snack at I have my lunch at like 11:40, and then we just have like an hour or 2 hours left of school, and then at 2 o'clock I have my snack. So light lunch, here we go, showing you what's going on. I kind of already started and then thought about filming this, so here it is. I just purchased, I had already had these heads of romaine from Trader Joe's, and then on my way home today I just went to Target, and then I also grabbed this big thing of kale. This was like $2 from Target, great deal. And then this was also like $2 from Trader Joe's. So yeah, and then I'm just mixing the kale, mostly kale, and then a little bit of romaine in here. And then yesterday I picked up this rotisserie chicken. I love rotisserie chicken. It's like $6 at Lucky, which is my local grocery store. And then I'm just going to shred it up and then make my little salads like this. Super easy. And then I'll also put croutons and Parmesan cheese in there. I have a couple of cherry tomatoes that are gonna go bad soon, so I might toss those in as well. And then this will be for Tuesday, and then Wednesday, and then Thursday. I might do something else for Friday, but if not, I'll have plenty of leftovers to make one for Friday as well. I really love the rotisserie chicken too, because it is like super cheap. It's already obviously pre-cooked and also like pre-seasoned, so it's set to go. And then I'll usually just like shave off a little bit and then use 2 forks to kind of like rake it almost. I hate to explain it like that, but I just like rake it to pull it apart, and then it shreds pretty easily. Oh, shreds, that's the word I was thinking of. Shreds, not rakes. Oh my god.
Ready to erase it. I'm gonna tell you another math story. Going to the apple tree farm. On the first tree, I am able to pick 6 apples. I'm able to pick 6 apples. Let me see your 6 underneath it to write that number sentence. I go over to another tree. another tree, add, addition, add. I go to another tree. And at that tree, I get 5 more apples.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How many apples did I get altogether? Count them up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let me see it on your whiteboard. Show me those 2 ways. Put up. Let me see. Nice. Second part. The second part of this math story. We're going to start out with those same 11 apples. I found out. Too bad, so sad. 4 apples have worms in them. I need to cross them out, toss them out.
Hey there friends, happy Tuesday. So it's the end of the day on Tuesday. I love how I was talking about yesterday, like trying to get here earlier and vlog, because today was like probably one of the latest I've ever gotten to school. I got here at like 7:45 and then had to get everything ready to go and just get started. And then it's been like 2 hours. It's so funny because I always feel like, dang, kindergarten is done at 1:45, but like somehow I'm still here at like 3:45 and I don't really know what I've even done, but it's cool. So we had a pretty good day today. We're still working on it, but some of my friends are doing a lot better on being kind to one another. So I'm super happy about that. And I just think everything is kind of working out. We haven't really been able to do reading groups as much today, or probably won't be able to this week or next week because I'm doing running records this week. So this is the first time I've actually been able to do this because we have not been in person. So this is the first time that I am really assessing their reading in person, and it's been very enlightening, both good and also like areas of growth. So that's been awesome. I did my first 3 students today, so I'm hoping that we can do more kids and get them faster as the week goes on. We did a new sight word activity. So we did this one from Maylene Call's like bundle, and this is Go Fish Words, and this worked out so well. Really during our sight word time, it's the end of the day and it's a tricky time for us, but they were super engaged in this activity today. They were very into it. So you pick your sight words, you put them on these little boxes, and then you match them up to a fish down below. So this went really well. And then my kiddos did such a good job with this. Really, really proud of them. Oh, this one's a rainbow. I love that for her. I just noticed that. Obsessed with that. So that went really well. I'm super excited because on Friday we're gonna start seeing our buddies, which is like, I'm so ready for this. We used to do music on Fridays, but now that we don't have music anymore, 30-minute time after lunch on Friday that I was like absolutely dreading. So I wasn't sure what to do, and I was talking to the 5th grade teacher about it, and she's like, we also have a 30-minute time, so do you want to do buddies? And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I need. My students will look forward to that, and it'd be nice to have some older kid buddies to kind of teach them like, this is what we do at school, this is how we act at school. So we have been writing our letters to our buddies this week. We were writing them yesterday and we were writing them today, and it worked out pretty well. There's quite a bit of questions, so it kind of ended up working a lot of work for me, but they turned out really cute. So it says, hey, my name is whatever, I'm this many years old, I like the color, favorite color, how many pets, how many brothers and sisters, favorite thing to eat for lunch, what you like to play with at school, what you like to play with at home, and their favorite subject. So, and then on the back, well, on the back, I did a directed drawing of a little Sasquatch monster. If you watch Go Noodle, you know who this is, Squatchy, we love him. But on the back of theirs, they drew a picture of what they'd want to do with their buddies. And I am going to deliver all of these letters to our buddies later this week before we meet them on Friday. So I'm going to be super, super excited for my kiddos to meet their buddies. And then I'll show you on Friday what we're doing. We're just doing like little team builder, get to know you activities outside with our big buddies. So that's going to be super fun. And then we also started reading Junie B. Jones today. I decided that it would be a good time to introduce my kinder kiddos to Junie B. Jones, the queen, the primary queen. We love her. And these just are really special books to me because these are actually from my mom's classroom library. So during, as you know, after lunch, we have quiet time. and they usually just listen to music and play with their Play-Doh. But I decided that it would be super fun to have like this read aloud time and start introducing Junie B. Jones books. So today they played with their Play-Doh and I read the first 2 chapters and they ate it up. They were so quiet. They've never been so quiet. And I just kind of like walked around the room, read the book. Our lights were off. They were playing with their Play-Doh and they were super into it. And then when we do get to like a picture or something, I'll just put the picture under the document camera so they can see it. But since it is a chapter book, there aren't as many pictures, but they seriously loved this. And this was like such a sweet spot for me, such a highlight of my day because my mom read these to me and now I can read them to my kiddos and they loved them. Whew. So yeah, I am going hiking after school with one of my friends today. So I'm trying to get out of here pretty quickly. I really do have to do a distribution tomorrow, but these weekly distributions are killing me, y'all. Like having to plan a whole week in advance when this week isn't even over is just hard. So I honestly might just not even do the distribution until like Friday. So sorry to my DL parents, but like it's not happening tomorrow. I'm just not there yet. So I'm sure they'll be understanding, but yeah, that is it for my day today. So when I come in the mornings, I usually have a few things that I have to do. I get their morning work ready, I print it out and copy it. I also change their book boxes. They get like 3 or 4 books on Monday and they have them on Monday and Tuesday. I quarantine them on Wednesday and then on Thursday and Friday they get new books for the end of the week. So those are the first 2 things that I always do when I come in. We have to do like a COVID screener report every day for work, so I do that and then I pull up my lunch count just so that way it's ready to go when the kiddos come on in. I was doing some planning yesterday. I think at the end of today I'll do like another plan with me kind of thing. But I was doing some planning for my distribution. As you know, I still have Zoomy kids who come to get their packets every week, and I realized I was off by like 3 days. I thought we had 29 days left of school, but we actually have 26 days of school, which means we need to start our ABC countdown today. I had originally planned on starting it on like a Monday or Tuesday of next week, but I was talking to a coworker and she's like, oh, we're starting our countdown tomorrow. And I was like, no, we're not. Like, we still have 29 days left of school. So I'm really happy that we only have 26 days and I was like behind, but I totally haven't prepped like any of our ABC countdown stuff. Honestly, I saw Teaching the Tinies on Instagram, Bree, she was talking about this and it really just like touched my heart because I kind of feel like that's how I've been. I want to go all out. I want to have like a super awesome end of the year countdown for my kids. I wish we could have like a party every single day. But unfortunately, I'm sure some of you will understand that like there's just some years where you just can't do that because of the students in your class. I have a couple friends in my class who just really need routine. They really need consistency. And when we come off of that routine, it's just chaos. Like we can't get it back together. And maybe if it was like one kiddo or 2 students, but the fact that it's like 4 or 5 students just kind of makes it sometimes hard to do fun stuff because it turns a fun situation into just kind of a whirlwind. So as much as I wish we could do like really, really fun spirit days for 26 days, I think that we kind of need to condense our like party days into maybe like the last 5 days of school. If we were doing this for 26 days straight, this countdown, it would just be, you know, chaotic. And it's also the end of the year, my first year teaching distance learning hybrid. I'm tired, just to be super honest with you. So I want it to be fun, but I also want it to be manageable for me, and I also want it to be like a safe, happy, fun school environment for the rest of my students. So we're still doing an ABC countdown, but it's going to be a little bit chill, a little bit more relaxed, and it's essentially just like a craft every single day and then like a writing piece to go with it every single day. So I'm about to print those off right now and then make the example so that way we're good to go. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. So on Monday we read Norman the Slug with the Silly Shell, and then we also did it again for today. So today is the second time we've read through it, and then today we do our sequencing activity. So we just cut out the little underwear. If you've read this book, you know why there's underwear involved. Basically, Norman wants to be a snail, so he finds a shell. a chain of events happens, and then he also, you know, wants to fly and become a bird, and the best way to fly is by getting your underwear. So this is the last page, and I'm sure you can imagine how much of a hit this was with my kindergartners. So if you've never read this book, it is super cute, definitely one of my new favorites. So we just sequence it off of the events that occur. So the first 6 events, or I guess all 6 events that happen in the book, and then some kids do color in all the pictures. So we read it again as a class, talk about the sequence, and then they got to complete their little underwear, which this was really fun. Honestly, the kids were like running around pretending that they were real underwear, which was chaotic but cute. So I'll give them that. And then we tried to do reading groups, but I feel like the biggest problem that I'm having right now is just that my students are not independent, really at all still. So usually at this point in the year, we would have been able to build some of that independence, but we're still kind of trying to make it happen at this point. So, you know, with only 2 months of school, by the time we're done, reading groups will probably be great, but like what's happening right now is just, I don't know, they're not independent enough for me to really meet with a group or even assess kids and have them all do their own independent activities. We're just not quite there yet, but we tried our best. I did get to get like 2 or 3 kids done today, but I'm hoping that next week I kind of have a better plan of attack for that, because assessing is super important and I need to get those done like actually very soon. So fingers crossed we can get that figured out. We also did our math. We started a brand new module today, which went really, really well. We always do a couple of application problems in the beginning on our whiteboards, and then we do a whole class activity, and then I take a couple kids in my lower group into the back of the classroom, and then we do like an extension activity, breaking things apart really slowly for them. And math is like such a good time. So many of my students really love math, and it's really only like a 45-50 minute block, so we power it through, and it kind of ends up being like the best part of our day always. So no complaints there. To get ready for the end of school, we are doing an alphabet countdown. I know that's super basic for kindergarten, but like I said earlier today, I'm just not in the place to be like coming up with all these creative ideas. I'm hoping that next year I have, you know, some better ideas, but this year we're just getting through it. That's the name of the game. So every day we do a writing based off of the A, or the letter, I guess. So today is A is for animal. We drew our favorite animals, and then my favorite animal is an elephant. So just a little picture and a little writing. Let's like not talk about the elephant's body. To be honest, I'm not really sure what this is, but that's fine. So we did this, and then we also did our little craft, which these turned out so cute. We're gonna do a letter every single day, and then a writing every day to go with it. So, and then at the end, I'm gonna put them all into like a little book, so they'll have like their writing piece, and then the next page will be like their little alphabet craft. And this was so great. We ended our day with this. We went to lunch and then library, and then did this craft at the end of the day, and it was so nice. While we did the craft, I was able to read 2 more chapters of our Junie B. Jones book, and this was literally like such a sweet little moment. They loved this book so much, and they loved this activity so much, and to be super honest with you, this might just be our end of the day every day, because this was like the most beneficial thing we've done at the end of the day pretty much since we started hybrid. So that was awesome. Super happy about that. So yeah, like I said, I still have distribution for my Zoomy kids. I'm pretty much all planned out for next week. I've gotten a lot of questions about like how I plan everything. We have an ELA curriculum called Benchmark Advanced, but to be honest, it's not really my favorite for kindergarten. I've talked about this a little bit before. So I just kind of look through each chapter or like, you know, module of the Benchmark Advanced, and then I figure out what our key strategies are or our key learning targets are. And then those are obviously aligned with the state standards. So with the standard and then what the curriculum guide wants us to do, I am able to kind of pair those together and then find different resources that work. So the lessons are super engaging and just really interactive, because I feel like the kindergarten curriculum is just pretty dry. We super stick to it for math. That's just the only thing that I know how to do in math right now. But when it comes to reading and writing, I am just kind of doing my own thing, aligning it, but doing my own thing. And it's really nice because our kindergarten team is kind of all on board with that. So like that's kind of where these kind of activities come in. It's aligning to the curriculum, but not just like the regular books from our curriculum bundle. Another thing that has been going really well for us are these little QR codes. I don't think I've talked about these in a video before, but I bought a whole bundle of QR codes per each month. So I just printed out the ones for May since we are about to jump into May very soon. And it's really nice. So they just talk about what the book is, a little picture of it, and then a QR code. So I have a bunch of these. I just started printing them out for May. So these are all the ones that I have so far. They're really nice because all the kids have to do is like hold it up to their Chromebook, and then it scans them in, and then it brings them to a safe, secure, like little reading of each book. So they love this. This is kind of our extension activity. So once they do their reading groups and they do their like iReady that they have to do, then they can listen to these books, and they absolutely love it. So this has gone really well for my kids in class. I'll just hand these out and then they can kind of go through them. It's also really nice because it has translated to my kids online really easily. All we have to do is click the QR code, and then it opens up just a Safe Kids Media link to each of those books. And then it was really easy for me to make a seesaw activity. I just like kind of inputted the PDF and then added the little videos. So all they have to do is click each link and it will take them to the videos. And this has just been going really well. Like I said, we have to have like full equity. So whatever we do in person, we pretty much have to also be able to do online. So these QR codes are definitely a super helpful hybrid life hack. So these have been working out really well for us. Another thing that's been working out really well, at least for the kids in person, has been my little doorbell. I never thought that I would be the kind of teacher to have a doorbell. Every time I saw this in like on YouTube, or every time that I saw it while I was student teaching, I was like, that's so silly. Like, why would I do that? Because I was super big on call-in responses when I was student teaching. But with a mask and like with all the kids wearing masks, I felt like a call and response was just like not worth it. I would just have to project my voice so much. And I know that even in second grade, I had to do so many call and responses to get them to like finally get with it. So I can't even imagine how many I would have to do in kindergarten. So I got the doorbell, and it has seriously been such a lifesaver. I talk all day, obviously, no matter what. So just having to not get their attention with my voice has been super helpful. They respond really well to this. I hit the doorbell, they put their hands on their head, and I just wait until they all look at me. Most of the time I only have to hit it once or twice, but it's also super helpful because if the first row that has all their hands on their head gets a row point, which is another thing that's really been working out for us in person. So I've talked about this, I think in our first week of hybrid vlog, so I'll have that linked down below, but we have marble points for whole class points, and then we also have row points, and then occasionally we'll have mystery students, and I think all of these things have just really been benefiting our classroom. So I'm sure you already know marble points are whole class points, row points are like similar to table points, but obviously we don't have tables. And then mystery students, also explain mystery students in that vlog, so if you haven't already watched it, make sure that you do so. But this has just been working out really well. I noticed especially for marble points, once we get 10 marbles, we're having a pajama popcorn party. So love that alliteration, pajama popcorn party. It's gonna be great. So they've been working really hard for that last one. I am like not budging on that last one. It can't just be for nothing. Like, we really have to earn that. So we've been working all week, but we're not quite there yet. So that's been really great because I noticed it has the kids hold each other accountable, and then the row points also has the kids hold each other accountable too. So they can get row points for coming in quietly and sitting at their desks when we come in from recess or come in from lunch. And that's been really nice. They'll kind of encourage each other to sit down and be quiet. We also get row points for the first row that cleans up the fastest. We get row points for like the first row who has everything put away after our morning work time. We get row points like all day long, and then whichever row gets the most amount of points at the end of the week gets a Jolly Rancher. So super quick, super easy little incentives, but they love it, and it's definitely been working for them so far. One thing that has not been working for us though is individual supplies. Like, I'm gonna be super real with you, it's not really happening. We have pencil boxes. Some of them are really organized. They have their QR code to log in, they have their scissors. This friend is super organized actually. She still has all of her crayons, she has all of her pencils, she has her glue stick, she has her eraser, like she hasn't lost anything. But then there's other friends who like this is seriously what their pencil box looks like. Like not a pencil in sight, all the crayons are broken, the glue stick doesn't have the top on it. So I feel like that's been difficult, and I can't just be like, oh, go grab another pencil, oh, go grab another glue stick, because we don't have any shared supplies. So that has kind of turned into, whenever we do crafts, we have to like man down the hatches, make sure everyone has glue sticks before we get started. And I just don't know like where everything is going, because when I look through their pencil boxes, like some kids have everything and some kids don't, but we never seem to find like the missing supplies. So if you have a plan that has like been working in terms of keeping their own supplies, let me know. I feel like our classroom just becomes messier and messier as the days go on, and then they just like pick up whatever is closest to them. So even though we're like not really supposed to be sharing supplies, they definitely do. Like, hate to say it, but they're for sure touching everything. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else has been working for us so far. I guess I keep the Zoomies on Zoom during recess and lunch so they get to talk to each other, which has been going really well. I just feel really bad because so much of my day is like, you know, trying to control the chaos that's happening in here, that the Zoomies don't really get a lot of attention, but because they get to talk to each other, I don't feel like as bad as I normally would. It's definitely like a small guilt trip, but that's okay. So yeah, I think if I think of anything else, I'll have to let you know. But for the most part, our points are like doorbell call-in responses. These QR codes have been really nice. And then pretty much just like any resource that is really easy for me to transfer to Seesaw, I've been loving that. Happy last day of April, my friends. May is almost here and the end of the year is in sight. Good morning, good morning. It is Friday, happy Friday. I am so excited. I feel like I'm dragging my feet this morning. I know that it's the end of the week, but for some reason, Friday, it's always so hard for me to wake up. I finally get out of bed like 30 minutes later than I usually do on Friday, but it's fine. It's 7:50 right now. I'm at school. I already prepped all of our copies for today and I'm really excited. I think today is going to be a really good day. We just have a ton of fun stuff that we're doing today. We're doing our letter B alphabet countdown activity. So I'm about to print, well, I already printed it, but I'm about to make the example right now. So we're doing that instead of reading groups because I think that activity will be like nice and chill, and I should hopefully be able to get some assessments done, which is, you know, the goal right now. We also have science. We're also doing our Norman the Slug with the Silly Shell craft, which I think is going to be really fun. I'll show that to you probably during recess or lunch after we finish that. We also have our buddies today, which is going to be so exciting. We wrote them letters this week and they wrote us letters. So it's one of those things where it's kind of funny because I'm just going to have to read the letters to all of them, but we'll probably do like a buddy ceremony right before we go to meet them. I'll like give them the letters, we'll read them out loud, we'll talk about like who our buddies are. We're gonna see our buddies and do some fun like SEL get to know you activities with our big buddies. We have our fun Friday free choice at the end of the day today. So honestly, like we have just crafts and fun and buddies and chill. And I think it's gonna be a really, really good end to our day. I'm super excited. We have 4 weeks left of school. The end is in sight. I'm so tired and just like ready for a new start, ready for this year to be done, and ready for next year to just be a little bit more normal. So I think that'll be great. I also got 3 emails this morning that I have 3 students who are going to be out, which is like honestly huge. It's not that I don't love them. It's just that going from having 16 kids to having 13 kids today is going to be like, it's going to be so great. We're probably going to be able to get so much done and it's going to be so much more calm in here. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great day. Super excited. I hope you had a great day whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in a little bit. Hey there, friends. So it's the end of the day now. I'm filming in like this weird corner of my classroom that I'm never in, just because I'm hoping to avoid all the people that are outside my window. But yeah, we had such a good day today. I'm super excited. Today is probably one of the best days we've ever had. I kind of had a feeling it would, just because so many friends were going to be absent today, but we had such a good day. Oh my gosh, like I don't even know where to begin. Like our morning was great. Our groups were great. Our craft was awesome. The buddies were seriously like the highlight of my life and the highlight of their life. It was the cutest thing. I wish I could include pictures because our buddies are in 5th grade. So kindergarten and 5th grade buddies, like the difference was just so huge. It was so much fun. The buddies were just reading. The big buddies were reading books to the little buddies and they were drawing together. And we had them play pass and do chalk outside. So we had like 35 minutes this afternoon with our buddies of just kind of get to know you activities, and it was so fun for them. So if you haven't done buddies, I would highly recommend. It was so sweet. Our biggest regret is that we didn't start doing it earlier, but we did used to have music. So this is kind of like taking up that music time. And then we also had the end of our day. Today is super exciting because we got our last marble. We just had such a rockin' day all day long. No one asked about marbles, but we were just so great. So we did get our marble, which means we're gonna have our PJ movie party, popcorn party next week, which will be really exciting. But yeah, overall, we just had a really good day. Like I said, probably one of my favorite days that I've had with my class. We just had so much quality time. And it was just really sweet because I feel like we've been trying to do so much content since we came back for hybrid. But today we just got to do like fun stuff all day long and they responded really well to it. So I want to show you everything that we worked on today and then that'll be it. So we did the letter B for our ABC countdown today. They turned out super stinking cute. I'll have to put these in their like ABC books or whatever. But those turned out really cute. And then our writing for today was B is for blue. My shirt is blue and the blueberry is blue, is the color blue. So they did really well with these sentence stems. They all have their own. And then it goes with their little bumblebee. So we have our letter of the day writing and our letter of the day craft, which this has been such a nice way to start our day. So I'm hoping we can do that more next week as well. We finish up our Norman, the slug with the silly shell. So we just did our little Norman pictures, our little Norman crafts, and then our Norman writing. To be super honest, I kind of forgot about the writing until the very end. So that one just kind of got thrown together, but all of their little Normans turned out really, really cute. I'm super surprised. If you've read the book before, you know that he has a pair of underwear or also a donut. So I'm kind of surprised by how many of them chose the donut. I thought that they would choose the underwear, but that's cool. Our class is like pretty much the most cleaned up it's ever been on the end of a Friday, but we made it happen. And then right now I am just about to change out their worlds and then put the Normans up there. And then the very last thing we did was get our Dojo Point prizes. So I used to have like sharing and lunch with me and like all these different things, but now that we've just been hybrid, it's been just way too hard. First of all, I really value my lunchtime, so they don't do that anymore. And I also want them to run it out during lunchtime. And then sharing, it was just, I don't know why, I could never remember what day we were doing sharing, and then the kids would forget to bring their sharing. So now they get to choose between stickers, pencils, and lollipops. So if they have 10 points, they get a sticker. If they have 20 points, they get a pencil. And if they have 30 points, they get a lollipop. So that's just pretty much how we do it all week. And yeah, gosh, I'm just so excited. This was such a good day for us. I think we really needed this day just to like recharge, reset, and then get through the next 4 weeks of school. But I'm just feeling really happy with everything that went on this week. I think we had a really good week. So I will just go ahead and end the vlog here. If you aren't already, please make sure to hit the red button down below and subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you like it, and leave a comment down below what your favorite part of your week was or how many days left you have until summer. We have 24 days left and I cannot wait. So I hope you all have a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.